in the Phoenix last game of the season. And a must-win for them. JackJumpers came up short on Friday night against the Kings. They'll be looking to bounce back hard.
I was expecting Luke Travers to go to Milton Doyle. That length and how he can contain, but oh, there's a beautifully executed play to start with. A nice little back cut.
For the Wildcats right now, and it's a tough weekend. You know, you play on Friday night in Perth, then Sunday afternoon in Tassie. But to tell you, Bryce in particular, fit as a fiddle.
Kelly takes it inside. And one. Deflects that one away from Magnate. Cotton with all sorts of space. He's short. Manic, clever tap on for Thomas. Still fighting hard and eventually gets it done. Perth in front. They reset through Majet. He's got Kelly wide open. Great pass. Great finish. 98 of their 188 points in the series have come from outside Tasmania. Manic with the shot clock expiring in the background.
There, that was really good defense from Rashard Kelly. It's better over.
There's Doyle getting an early bucket. Push that lead out to 3. Cotton at the other end. It's as easy as that. 11 apiece at MyState Bank Arena. Not a spare seat in the house. Both teams playing with their seasons on the line. Kelly's been busy. That's 10 in the opening quarter. Perth winners by 20 on Friday night over Illawarra, but certainly not a game that they had all their own way. They did the damage in the fourth quarter. It's finished from Majet. Meanwhile, the JackJumpers came up 14 short against the Kings in the earlier game on Friday. These two trading buckets. This is Corey Webster trying to get himself going. Loves it in the mid-range.
Since New Zealand fired him up back in early December. And the whole season changed from the Wildcats from that point.
Well in there not to give away a foul. McVeigh, second knockdown.
This is a very tough team to beat.
Jet, nice find inside. Krislovic went with the left hand. Gave it up, then got it back. He's just one step ahead of everyone else.
Absolutely nothing there for them.
Krislovic left open. No good. McVeigh on the offensive glass. It goes! Jet on the move. From a long, long, long way out.
Boy, she's feeling good.
32 to 21.
Just sees the defense sagging off a little and lets it fly.
Thought he was Tyler Harvey for a moment there. Thomas at the other end, denied by Magnate. Steindl. They are flying right now.
Jack, 32 points in that opening quarter equals the best start to the season for the JackJumpers. Their best ever start against the Perth Wildcats as McVeigh adds to it now. And Liam Santamaria mentioned that some of the Perth players are bought into this gynecological cancer foundation work that the Teal is representing today.
Well, the ease, the openness of some of the shots, and we understand that they're playing at a pace and a tempo where their scoring is going to be the priority. Closeouts, defensive ball pressure is no good, and there's another example of it. Players are sort of in the right positions, but not exactly in the right positions, and no ball pressure. Allows those roll-off passes that can easier to thread the needle on those certain and that type of situation if you don't have any ball pressure.
Brady Manic fires away.
And South East Melbourne got whatever they want. They got right into the painted area. They got easy opportunities at the rim. As Thomas ticks that one over. And the defense not really at a high level, but they can't afford that today. Too big a game to give these kind of easy opportunities at the rim on a regular basis.
Almost every team in the competition runs that action, so that certain instincts need to kick in, and they're just not there for the Wildcats right now on the defensive end. Offense, tick, but you trail it by 8.
Both teams shooting at 50%, which is nice to see. That'll help that shooting clip. Clint Steindl, John Casey put the call out pre-game, and he started well. He's got the job of trying to stop Bryce Cotton. Blows past Majette, off the glass. 2 more for Bryce, he's into double figures. Krislovic got a little lucky. 500 more for Dunkery.
Still keeping that scoreboard ticking over. There was maybe a lucky break, goes away at Krislovic. Just a little deflection comes into his hands.
4th versus 6th here in the Hungry Jacks NBL. Both teams desperately needing a win. Doyle banks it home with 1 to come.
It was interesting to hear Chase Buford talk about that a little bit after the win over Tasmania the other night. He says, you know, we talked about how aggressive they are defensively as Kelly Rob finishes that. Krislovic chimes in. But he said, look, if you can get your way through that pressure, if you can work yourself to the back end of that pressure, there's easy baskets to be found behind it. And that's what the Wildcats are doing right here.
Jeez.
Webster's got 6 points. Cotton, the leading scorer in the game with 11. Equal leading scorer, I should say, is Milton Doyle.
They need to find ways to even get him going, get him in, make him that guy that you're going to try and give him enough opportunities to get those 30s or 40s.
Thomas with a steal on the jam.
Read it beautifully. This week as well, he's become a real leader in the area, and you can't help but be really impressed as Corey Webster.
Magnate spent some time as a Wildcat. Hand off to Kenyon, who dances his way through and scores.
Again, another example of how easy it is. There it is. Bryce Cotton might have copped a hit on the knee by the look of it.
Chase Buford, Sydney Kings, top 2 in defence whilst putting a whole bunch of points on the board. But at Perth, their deficiencies in that area as Harris drills that one.
Is not that much different offensively than what you've got out here with the style of play and the personnel that Perth Wildcats have got.
McVeigh steps inside, knocks that down comfortably. 13 points, he's the game's leading scorer. Get the ball out of Cotton's hands. Webster, all sorts of space.
You would think that fatigue would have a factor.
Webster swings to the corner. Manick steps back. That's nice.
Knock them down type of offensive unit. That makes them such a tough cover as Kelly finishes that one underneath.
14 and 12. The Tasmania JackJumpers on the season. Perth 14 and 11. It's knocked down from Webster. He's got 14 points. Doyle outside. That's off the front of the iron. Nice work by Kenyon. Gives Tasmania another look at things. Inside, Magnate. All sorts of holes in Perth's defensive structure.
And some nice crisp passing.
Thomas took on 3 JackJumpers and 1. First time since the first quarter. Kenyon dared to shoot.
Across his last 4 from long range.
Included in that was 15 points that he had last Friday, which was a season-high night for him.
Well, and that's how everyone's been playing Josh Bridgette this season. Take away the passing lanes and make him a shooter as the frustration for Scott Roth. And he'll go 3-4 guys in at a time if he needs to. He'll use up his timeouts.
Thomas picked the pocket of Krislovic and lays it up. That's 17 for Tashawn Thomas. Perth have scored the last 6. Nice little timely run that they're on. Sean McDonald got his man up in the air. Thought his way through that situation well. Perth get the ball back. Cotton sees an avenue to the basket. High off the glass.
When you're dealing with Bryce Cotton, it's going to be ineffective.
71-66. Doyle needed that. Jet guarding Cotton. Give the ball up. Harris is not shy. He'll keep shooting.
Well, he's not, and he threw up a...
Get back in their box.
Speaking of bench, are you surprised we haven't seen Isaac White at any stage today. Had 11 points in 12 minutes on Friday night against Sydney. Perth break the trap. Last minute of quarter number 3. Webster's had a really big afternoon. There's 2 more.
Throughout this third quarter, the Wildcats, and gone from a double-digit deficit in that first half to now looking pretty comfortable out in front. Had 32 in the first quarter, 25 in the second, just 18 in that third term. And the Wildcats, as a result, getting on top.
For the Perth Wildcats.
Very nice spin. Finish. Guess the other thing for Perth.
But be very, very physical on the defensive end, because just trying to play system is not working.
Well, that's who they are, though, Drew.
Shooting at 37% across the season, 44% today. Nice challenge from Travers. Magnay picks it up and stuffs it. Doyle, spin move. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. They have a propensity from time to time just to fall in love with a three-point shot. You know, for that.
Doyle swings to McVeigh, who's got a happy knack of knocking down fourth quarter buckets. Tasmania have clawed their way back. There's a point the difference. And now there's 3 the difference.
Well, there it is.
He's the difference.
Commit a foul here at this stage of the game. We're prepared to do that rather than just allow that straight line drive, easy bucket. And make sure you hit threes down the other end, which Milton Doyle does. Surrounded by 3 guys. Kick that thing out.
The jet for 3. Tasmania in front. The jet knocked down that big 3 to give them the lead. Feed inside for Kelly. Doyle. Got away from Webster. 1 on the clock. Massive moment.
Oh, man.
I don't think he knew that. If it wasn't for the home fans, I'm not sure he knew there was only a second left.
The window of opportunity slightly ajar for the Wildcats. They need buckets. And they need them quick. Harris blocked. JackJumpers wind the clock down. Steiner wants a slice of it. Phenomenal fourth quarter from the home team. They go 1 step closer to returning to playoffs basketball. They were no one-hit wonder, the JackJumpers. They're going to be there again.